there's not many people who know Christ's truth rather than brainwashed corruptions in Christ's name that religions and churches try and spread. Sorry. Oh God, my feet are slipping. Just check the time. Okay, for about 2 minutes. And so, yeah, that's what we have to remember. The fact that we're not on our own and we are being overlooked. And so long as we're on the right track, or so long as it's right, it doesn't matter if we're on the right track or not, really, because our lives are all a journey and like a game, which we get given all these tests, and sometimes we get the same tests over and over again. And at some point, we have to pass it, or else we may fail. Or at some point, it doesn't matter how well we're doing, we might get taken out, and God might let it happen, because by us going, people actually wake up and listen. I need to check the time. It's been going on a little bit, well, it's been going on a few weeks now. The few that I'm still proper friends with, and by proper friends, I mean speak to daily, not just on Facebook or, well, I don't speak to hardly anyone on Facebook anyhow. Maybe like have the odd person speak to once a week. But for me, friendships aren't, I've got many people that I love and adore. Well, not many. By many for me, I mean like maybe a couple of handfuls. And some of us speak maybe twice a year, but we know one another. And then others speak maybe once a week, you know. But what I don't have is people I speak to every single day in my life. Only ever like a couple usually speak to every day. I've never had more than a couple. So the long and short of it all is that obviously you can't walk away from your family, aka cult, when you come from like a background like mine and you live in an area like mine. It's cult. It's taken me a long time to be able to say that. I know it. The second I got out of the fact that by it, I wasn't ever a conscious member of any cult. I was born into a cult. I was brought up in a cult. Don't know any different. And no, I'm not talking conscious rituals. I'm talking a very, very unified front and everything very proper and correct. And listen to the birdies. So beautiful. I didn't go into racing and think I was going into a cult, but I was groomed to go in racing from being born. These things don't just happen by accident. So yeah, back to the point, being targeting. So obviously from my previous videos recently, everyone knows I've been getting targeted a lot. Some people think that maybe I'm just a hypochondriac or something, come from the truth, but you know, I'm not here to convince anyone. I'm here for the people like me who know what's going on and who are going for it themselves, because we can't try and convince anyone that we don't know that we're not paranoid and we're not delusional, and this isn't just being hypochondriac or anything like that. I come from a family of doctors, so I'll tell you something. I'm not afraid of doctors at all, but I wouldn't like volunteer to go in and take any drugs for them. No way. Just never, ever. You know, it just wouldn't happen. But no, I haven't got a phobia of doctors. I always give everyone a fair chance. I always have. That's always been part of my thing, you know. I give people a fair chance, and I judge people by how they are, and blah, blah, blah. I have to try and be quick. So, yeah, basically, they create scenarios, which isn't hard to do. Sorry, it's me that like that. It's not hard to create scenarios when you've got programmed people. Say, for example, today, I have to jump forwards because I'm running out of time. Today and last night, in fact, as well. And this is, I'm going to use myself as the example, but it doesn't just happen with me. It happens with, like, my closest friends too. Where you only see, and you can't see everything beyond or before or after that. You've got an insecurity, and it's valid, but it's not like quite as it seems at that moment in time. And then today what happened to me was basically words were getting missed out. So I'm reading texts and words were missing from what I was reading. And then it was causing problems because misunderstandings happened then. Now I understand this all too well because I grew up with my mother, who's always been this way, where she doesn't hear me and doesn't see me. She hears and sees what she wants to see. But it's not quite that simple. She hears and sees what she's programmed to see. And, I'm not perfect. I'm deprogramming and being targeted massively. And earlier on today, it was just insane because I couldn't see. I felt like I was on an opiate-based drug. I was itching all over my skin, but not in the same way as the poisoning, because that's like finished now. It's moved on. I counter-moved, so they counter-moved back. I felt drugged up to the high hilts. It was just so bizarre. It was just so bizarre. I don't know how else to word it. And then whilst all this is going on, they literally switched the volume off in my right ear, and then they switched it back on in my right ear, but off in my left ear, and did that like a few times. And so it was like, oh wow, it was out of this world bizarre. And my eyes were like, I didn't even look like me. It was just the most bizarre experience of my life for trippiness. And this is talking to somebody, I'm talking about someone here who's not done magic mushrooms and that kind of thing, because I did as a kid. That's what I was taught to do. I was indoctrinated to do what I did. I mean, I was always like very dualistic. But I say that and then I think, well, actually I was triplistic and quadruplistic because when you've got like so much going on and you're rotating like one of those rotating doors, you can do certain things and then be completely normal. It's really bizarre. It's hard to explain. And I do want to make a video about how dissociative identity disorder really works, as opposed to the Hollywood perceptions, which are not untrue, but very extreme and very, very, very manipulated to seem one way when really they're another. All the leaves are falling down around us. Wow. Oh, one just landed on the camera lens. It's been an awful day because when you've got someone that you really love, and it's happening to me a lot at the moment, anyone that I care about and love, they get taken away because they want me truly isolated. They want me to run back home to Mummy and Daddy. It's never been like that anyhow. I was being a little bit sarcastic. They're making it as difficult as they can, and that's understandable. If I was them, I'd be scared too of me, because the things which I haven't said, which I could say, are just mind-blowing. But I didn't know that when I was still there. I know that now. And that's what I think freaks them out. And yeah, it's freaky for me too, because it's like, what else is going to come to light beyond what I already know? Because I already know far too much. They want me gone. And I just hope and pray that if that happens, people can hear my videos, download my videos and hear my videos and realise Nina wasn't nuts. She was bang on. It's just she was in a very difficult position because you are jostling for your life. And that's why I always only speak when inspired, because God inspires me. And if I started just talking for the sake of talking, then it wouldn't work out so well. So I do what I do, and I stay alive, because what good am I? Like, at this moment in time, what good am I dead? I just had this vision and I thought, just turn around, see someone behind me. So it must almost be out of time, surely. I don't like speaking under pressure. It makes it hard to speak. But I think what I'm going to do is, we can go for a walk. I'll try and clear some more memory card space up and speak a little bit more like calm and slow, instead of trying to speak so fast and get it all out there. Let me just check the time anyway. But not only that, it's going to be dark here soon, because we're like knocking on. time-wise. Ow! Oh, we're not doing too bad. We've got 4 minutes left. Just 1 moment, she says. Almost goes flying. And actually we timed it perfectly because... Hang on a sec. So yeah, 4 minutes. We timed it perfectly purely because it's going to be too dark to film here anyhow. Look, let me just show you the leaf that fell. It was like resting on the lens of the camera. I wish that I could just stand here really quietly. Well, I will do once the camera's off, but the point is, listen. I love it. I just love it so much. That's what really hurt when I saw everyone from work yesterday. Oh God, it was such a huge wound. Their pain and torture was like, oh my God, it was like me when I was there. And then also the double-edged sword, everything's double bind for me, everything. Being the horses, you know, love the horses, but you don't have to be in racing to love the horses. They're everywhere. You can love them in a healthy environment. You don't have to love them in a racing environment. But it's still heartbreaking, you know? Actually from a human element, because no one thinks about the humans in racing and how exploited they are and brainwashed they are and tortured every day and double-binded every single day of their lives, every minute, every second. So yeah, it's been an intense time. Anyway, we'll wrap this up before I get cut off. And thank you for watching. And if I do an extra part, I'll obviously tag it along. But as things stand, I might just go and read for a little bit. I want to go for a walk, really. It's just, yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. And I hope that you can see where it's been perched. Oh, we've still got some time left. I'll hoard it then, so that it is getting dark though. Well, let's do a little scan about anyhow. Bored of seeing my face on it, so you must be. Look, it's a pyramid. A pyramid. Or a teepee. Let's go for the teepee. Oh my God, now it's a capstone pyramid. You know, the reality is, where I'm living, I will survive this, God willing. I'm not a drama queen, I never have been. I'm just a realist, and I know what's going on. And as you awaken more and more, you know more and more. When you've been at this as long as I have, you get to a point where you can be completely misunderstandable, and I understand that. So for the few like me, I speak out. And for the ones who will end up in the same scenario as I am, where they know and get as much as I do, I speak out, because one day, I hope and pray my videos will help more people than now. And I think it is worth putting your life on the line for. You know, I'm no sacrificial lamb. I don't want to die. But I'm not afraid of death, because there is no death, only of the flesh. But my job here is not yet done. And they can try to torture me all they want. It is trauma-based mind control after all. But they haven't got the end say, you know. Everyone remember that, please. Alright then. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. We can end on this wonderful plane. Well, being a little bit sarky. I'll show you the leaves from where I was sat yesterday. Look, aren't they gorgeous? We are almost out of time now. We've got 10 seconds left. I was trying to take a picture about the leaves, but I couldn't, because I'm just not got long enough arms. But we tried. And let's get the sky now. Thanks for watching, and oh, we've still got 50 seconds. May as well use them, haven't we? Why not? We've got dogs barking, I heard them too. I tell you what trips me out sometimes, look at this. Well, I can't, because I'd have to turn it, and I can't. But there's so much that people don't see that just stares them in the face all the time. I love autumn. I was born on the autumn equinox. So, autumnal equinox. It's my birthday. Alright, we are out of time. Finally, we're out of time. So I'll probably make like another 3 parts, so I'm kidding. But I might, yeah. Enough said for now. Thanks for watching and take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.